The concept, the idea of building your personal brand is pretty easy, but some people really misunderstand what it means. Basically, what it means is being there for particular people. And who needs to be there? It's you, a particular person. And we will talk into depth about it in this video. Before we start, I hope you are enjoying yourself and doing fine, and consider subscribing to this channel here. I talk about business and self-development, and I would love to see you as part of this community. If you are a freedom seeker, you love to be independent, or you want to be independent, you love traveling, you love living the lifestyle that fits to your needs so that you can do what you want, then you are in the right place. And if you like this video so far, please give it a like, because this helps me spread this message all over YouTube, because this is how YouTube algorithm works, and we will talk about it as well in this video. The first thing you need to understand is who you want to reach. Don't aim to reach everybody, because this is the fastest way to end up reaching nobody. You are unique, and you have some qualities and experiences that make you attractive, interesting for particular people, not for everybody. There are some people who are admired by a lot of people, but they had to start with particular audience. Maybe later the audience grew so much that it's hard to say who are the people following that person, but everybody starts with a particular audience, otherwise it's very hard to reach anybody at all. And if you want to answer this question, you just need to understand what are the things that you're going to talk about, what are the experiences that you're going to share. Sometimes people think that personal brand has to do with the fact that you are making selfies with your pets, or you lie on the beach and you show it all. But the thing is that it doesn't really matter what you show as long as it is relevant for particular people, those who might be interested in what you offer. And you don't just offer yourself, you offer a particular product or some knowledge, or whatever you have to offer, experience. And this is important, because this is what you're going to show to the people. And everything else related to your life, you can show as much as you want, you don't have to. But in those parts where you show your life, you need to be you. So identify yourself for yourself and other people. Understand who you are and where you are going. What is your story, so to say? Like in my case, I used to work at a 9-to-5 job, and at some point it was too much for me, because I want to have the freedom that I need, because there are so many interesting things in this life I want to experience, and I want to decide myself when and how. Therefore, I quitted a job and started to work for myself. First as a freelancer, then started in business, and so on. And therefore, people who also search for more freedom in their lives, for more openness and opportunities, and just the fact that you can be your own boss, and decide for yourself much more. You can be independent. Those kind of people, they like to follow me because they get knowledge, experience, inspiration from me to follow their path to freedom. So you need to think like, what are you going to bring to the table? Because the second very important point here is that you provide something valuable. And value is very relative. For some people, it is valuable if I talk here about cooking. For some people, it would be very valuable. But some people are not interested in cooking, because they always eat out, or they have some family members who cook for themselves, or they just hate cooking, So that's why no matter how much I talk about cooking, they will not be interested. But I'm not talking about cooking on this channel. even though sometimes it would be okay if I share a little bit about how I live and what I cook and what I like to eat, because it's related to my personality. And the more people get value from me, the more people get knowledge from me, and the more they get the experience, if they use some of my products, for example, then the more they are also interested in me as a person. And then they are also curious to know, like, sometimes what I eat or what I cook, how I feel and how I spend my, free time and so on. Valuable content. This is very important, that you provide value for particular people. Therefore, here on this channel, I talk about business, I talk about self-development, so that you can, go with me, walk with me on this journey, that we can share our experiences with each other, that you can get inspired and learn from me, from what I've learned and experienced, and hopefully you also contact me directly, you write me a comment and introduce yourself, and we can get to know each other better. I would love to do that. In this way, you also need to decide what is that value that you're going to bring to people. And if you want to start your business, but you are not sure what to start with, I have a free training on starting your own business. And there I go into depth on how to find, your niche and how to make sure that you are finding the product that people need and so on. So the link to this training is in the description below. I would love to see you there. After you watch this video till the end, we are not finished yet here. So, and again, like, I'm sitting here and drinking coffee because this way I also feel like I'm being myself and I'm talking to a good friend, because each person who is my audience relates to me this or that way. And with some people, I really feel like we're so close, like friends, and in some cases, just like with relatives, rare cases, but still, you meet people online who relate to you and you relate to them. And this is also a great, thing about building your personal brand online, that you can meet so many people from all over the world that usually you wouldn't meet. But they wouldn't be able to hear from you if you would not be present consistently. And this is the next point on how you build your personal brand. You need to be online consistently. And depending on the platform, some people use like YouTube, some people use Instagram and so on, TikTok and Twitter, and depending on the platform, it is different how much you need to be present or how much it is recommended, because different platforms have different algorithms, different rules, and in my case, I would recommend that you check out my course on 8 ways to monetize your Instagram account in case you want to use Instagram for building your brand, and for building your business. Because I have experience with Instagram and I use it for my business, and this way you can also use it. And in my course, you can learn how you can do the same. Also, in the description, you can check out 2 Instagram accounts that I started both in the middle of 2019. And altogether, we have the audience of over 25,000 people at the moment. And it's also not so much about quantity. It's kind of both and. So again, you need to know the algorithm of a particular platform that you're using, because you make it easier for the platform to find people who might be interested in your product, in your offer. And this is something you usually need to learn. This doesn't come automatically just like that. As well as you need to learn about building your personal brand, because we have cases when people have like millions even of followers and they just post some, interesting pictures in interesting positions and so on, but they cannot really sell anything using those accounts because they don't have some loyal audience there, people who want to learn from you, and therefore they also want to buy from you, or they want to support you, whatever, because they already got to know you better, trust you, yeah? You already had the exchange, you already gave so much free, valuable content that they are eager to get more from you. And if you're just posting some random stuff, even you might have a lot of people following you, yeah, just because you have a beautiful face, for example, or your pictures or videos are somehow, I don't know, triggering some people's emotions. They might follow you, but this will not necessarily mean that you can build your brand like this or your business like this. And again, you decide how much you show. Building your personal brand online doesn't mean that you have to show like everything you do, like, okay, now I get up and now I go to shower and now I do my laundry, even though vlogging is also something that is interesting for people. People like to watch other people going through their life. But it doesn't have to be vlogging what you're doing. You know? You don't have to show that much. Unless this is what you want to show, and then, all right, show everything. But otherwise, you decide how much you want to show. But what you show should be you. It's very important that it's you. You make the difference. This is the only way how your business is different from other businesses. Because of course there are other people talking, like in my case, about business, about self-development, about freedom, yeah, or about traveling. There are a lot of other people doing that, but you are watching this because it's about me also, yeah? Because you already got a lot of interesting, entertaining information and experience from me, you know. Maybe you read my book on personal development, where I talk a lot about myself as well. This is also how you can tell your story. You don't have to write a book, but if you want, that's a good way to build your business and to build your personal brand, yeah. The link to my book is also in the description below. Check it out if you want to know more, if you'd like to know more about me, and if you'd like to know more about personal development. And I hope this resonates with you and inspires you for searching for more and for finding more in your life. So there are different ways. It's just make sure that this is you being authentic. You don't try to become like somebody else, because people can, you know, watch or check out this somebody else, and if they see that you're just a copy and you don't have your own personality, your own story, you just pretend of being somebody else, then it doesn't work. And people feel when people fake, yeah. And you know, sometimes you go to some accounts and you see that people are just posting in front of some luxurious stuff, and one can hear that people just rant things and post there just to make this, you know, kind of pictures showing off. And first of all, one can see that this is fake, yeah, and it also looks kind of stupid, yeah, in the way that people know that this is not really you, yeah. And people who own jets and you know, luxurious, very expensive real estate and everything, when they own it for real, then one can also see that this is for real, yeah. Because they're just being very rich, but they don't show off. It's just their regular kind of lifestyle, yeah. Anyway, the main point here is just be you, be present constantly, consistently, and bring value. Bring something to the table that is interesting for particular people. I hope this video was useful for you, and if you have any questions related to building your personal brand online, building your business online, starting a YouTube channel, an Instagram account, don't forget to check out useful links below, as well as my course on 8 ways to monetize your Instagram account. If you are curious on building your personal brand on Instagram, that this would be the right place. As well as check out other videos of mine on this channel, because there are a lot of things you can learn and enjoy. Give this video a like, let me know if this was useful for you, leave me a comment, and I will see you next Wednesday if you subscribe and hit the notification bell. I don't want to miss you next week, so consider doing that. And have a great day. I must admit, I really enjoyed this session today. It feels like, yeah, you love what you're doing. You bring value, but you also enjoy, and this is exactly like what you want. Yeah, I'm choosing when I work. I'm choosing what I'm doing. Freedom is a very important thing to look for, and I really hope that everybody can find it for him or herself. But to get it, you need to want to have it, and you need to take steps. Yeah, freedom is not free, that's for sure. Just a little bit off the topic, but I'm just feeling so energetic, and I don't want to leave this video somehow, so I'm just staying.